Hello and welcome. My name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're well. So this is normally a Technique Tuesday, but it's a slight technique I've never used before. It's a download technique where you find something on the internet and download it and use the image and create a card with it. Now, due to a Diversity Day, which I believe is Friday the 21st of Stampin' Up have issued a digital download free of charge. All you need to do is go onto the Stampin' Up website and you may download this free digital attachment. Morning, Monica. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you're well. I was just saying that this is a free digital download to all those that wish to take full advantage of it. Just log on to, well, you don't need to log on, you just need to go on to the Stampin' Up website and it comes straight up and basically it is a free download. Morning Emma, thanks for joining me. So these are two of the cards I have digitally downloaded and turned into cards. So let me show you what I actually mean. So I went to my printer, went on to Stampin' Up website and I printed out this. Basically it gives you the first page is terms of use, coordinating products and how to print it. Then you get, I think it's 12 pages, 13 pages of words and pictures that you can use to create cards. So, what absolutely fabulous news, what absolute fabulous news. I know it sounds like it's repeating itself, but if you print it in colour, they actually come out in different colours. So the choices are yours. These are for um, emblems. So you've got England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. So this is the card I created using that. So I literally printed that out on thicker card, coloured them in, cut them out, and placed them that way. So that's that one. Then let's have a look here. Morning, Jeanette. Thanks for joining me. Morning, Jenny. Thanks for joining. This one here is again this card. And basically what I did was I printed that out, printed it on thicker card, coloured it in and made it into a Father's Day card. So it says, "You're the best thing since sliced bread." And then it says, "Happy Father's Day" inside. Now the advantage of the download is you don't have to use the words with the pictures or the pictures with the words. You can mix and match. So if you've got different words but you like the pictures, then you can create your own card that way. So what else have I got? Now I love this. I haven't actually done anything with it. This is my version of the printed out version. I was umming and ahhing about what I could use, but we've got a kiwi here, you've got a moose, you've got an eagle, a duckbill platypus. Now I'm not sure if that there is meant to be a leprechaun, but for me it looks very much like a pixie or a gnome. So I could be wrong, but of course we've got the Houses of Parliament here. So again, you could colour that all in, you could blend it all in with blend brushes. So there's quite a few things you could actually do with that one if you've got the time. So as I say, I haven't created a card with that one. So you've got the clogs here. Now I'm reliably informed this actually says hello in Dutch. Okay. So then you've got this beautiful leaf here, which I have created a card with. So this is my version here. So again, I printed it out. I ran it through an embossing folder. I coloured in a few of the bricks, cut out some flowers and put a sentiment. And the sentiment is thinking of you with sympathy and prayers. So it's again quite simple to use. Let's see what else we've got. Now this pie does look very appealing to me. So I've done this one and it just says basically, fancy a cuppa. So I think they think that that is one of the things that the English people would say to you. Colouring in sand. I know, Jenny, I am sorry. I am sorry. But you can do this. I know. Maybe not that one, but you could do that one quite easily. That might take a bit of time. It's going to take me ages. I know that much. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got a maple leaf. We've got this very weird flower. I have to say I have no idea what it is. And I couldn't actually find anything on Google. So it's obviously something to do with one of the other countries that we supply to. So we've got Germany, Finland, France, England, Northern Ireland. I'm sure there's somebody else, but I can't remember, and I do apologise if that is the case. So yeah, so maybe it's a flower from a particular other country. So again, we've got lots of words here, again in different colours once you print them out. And we've got this "We Belong Together," and then I've got these ones. So this one here I've turned into an anniversary card. "We belong together. You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop." That's a nice sentiment for an anniversary card, I think. And then I've got this one here, which I printed out, and I created this card. And this one says, "Here for you through thick and thin." And so I just used this with a framelit die and made it into almost like a picture frame, which I thought was quite good. So the one we're going to work on this morning is this one here. Now, originally, I actually thought it was a sad card. You know, "Sorry to hear your news," so on and so forth. But I decided it's actually going to be a happy card. So it's this one I'm going to use as "What absolutely fabulous news." So it could be the person has got a new job, they've expecting their first baby or their 12th. Any of those things could be possible. So we're going to make this into a happy card. I have got my real red. This is 3 3/4 by 5.5. My normal cardstock base, which is 8 by 5 3/4, scored at the 4-inch mark, and I have a layer for inside as it is black. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. I'm going to bring in my pens. So I'm going to give my people some coloured hair. So let's have a look. I'm going to use dark grey granite for this person here. And I'm just going to go over easily. So if you are somebody that likes to spend some time colouring in, then I thought this would be quite a unique experience. I mean, at the end of the day, it's free. So if you print it out and you never like it, you really haven't lost that much. But if you love it, what I would suggest is that you print out a photocopy version, and then if you've got the facilities, rescan the pictures that you like, and then you can repeat them as many times as you want, really, without any problems. So that's my lady with there. Then I have a lady with darks of saffron here. I'm going to put her in the background. And this picture could also be 3 generations of family, females. That's that one. And then I'm going to give this one some brown hair. So this is the dark so saffron. No, it's not. It's the dark so soft suede. I do apologise. So, and you don't actually have to use your pen pens. You could use Stamp and Write markers. You could use, we've got some lovely watercolour pencils. So if you printed it out on watercolour paper, you could have a go at being artistic and creating with the watercolours. Yeah. Then there are ample opportunities of what you can do with the card. So I just think it's a case of printing out something, colouring it in, and then deciding what to do with it next. So as I said, you could emboss the paper, you could cut it out, cut it into 3 so it became like a jigsaw puzzle. done in my notes to try and do that one. Our techniques. Yeah, there are lots of options that you could do. And if you ever can't find an idea, there's always YouTube to look at. There are plenty of demonstrators, including myself, that are on YouTube that will give you ideas. And if all else fails, Pinterest is a brilliant option. Crafting tool. Okay, so there's our three even ladies, and now I'm just going to give them their I'm going to colour this lady's hands in first so I know what I'm doing. So on this one I'm going to use the light petal pink. I mean, the other option could be just turn it into a colouring book if you are a person that likes to colour. Now I have here the light crumb cake, so I'm going to give this lady here light crumb cake hand. Yes, I can use the, no, that's perfect. I'm happy with that. Right, so now we just need to colour in their clothes. So I've got three colours. I've got the light and dark poppy parade, I have the light and dark brownie apple green, and I have the light and dark balmy blue. So I think I'm going to have this lady in the red. So I'm going to use the dark version first of all, and I'm just going to go under the arms of the other people so we can create shadow. And I'm going to bring it down here. And then come in with the light poppy parade and colour that in. Morning, Wendy. Thank you for joining me this morning. Colour that in. We are just going through, Wendy, the free digital download that Stampin' Up have on offer. Just literally need to go onto our website and you can print out lots of beautiful drawings that they have supplied free of charge, and you can then colour them in and create wonderful artwork or cards or pictures, or even, as I was just saying, a colouring book for a later date when you feel like you will fancy doing some colouring in. Now I'm not sure how long this is actually on the website for. So if you are interested, I would suggest that you go as soon as possible and just create the PDF, print it out, and then you can create as much as you want to when you want to at a later date. Okay, so I've missed this arm here in the dark, so let's see if I can bring that in. The arm. Perfect. Now I know that Jenny, you have used printed versions of downloads before. Is there anybody else that may have? You've downloaded and printed. Going to colour when I get back from my second jab until next May. It said not dates. Oh, brilliant. Well, thank you for that. That is perfect. Well, there you go, ladies. An ideal opportunity. Plenty of colouring in to do, a bit of fun, and also hopefully relaxing. Okay, so back into my Granny Apple Green, and I am going to put the dark down here. A bit of shadow. and then come in with my light over the dark areas. We can blend that in. And add that there. Colour in. So now, of course, if you don't want it to be a happy occasion, but you needed it for something a bit more somber, then you could have it as a sympathy card or, you know, healing hugs kind of thing. Any of the sentiments that you already have. So you're off for your second jab then, Wendy. I have to say I am waiting for mine, due any day. My first one, I had the AstraZeneca, and I have to say I think I got off very lightly. I had a major migraine, but apart from that, I did very well. So this is the Balmy Blue, and I'm going to add in here. And round here. Good. Now we can colour this in. So it's an ideal opportunity, as I said, to print out and have some fun just doing the colouring in, even if you didn't want to turn them into cards. Of course, you can use any of the mediums that we offer, or anything else you could fancy, really. Do something that's called piecing, which means if you printed this out onto different pieces of DSP and then cut out the clothing, you could layer it over the top. But that might be too time consuming for some. Funny, isn't it? When you bulk buy pens and you use them constantly, they all seem to run out together. Looks like not only of my Daffodil Delight and my Pumpkin Pie need replacing, but my Balmy Blue does as well. Okay, so there we have our card and our sentiment, and I'm going to bring in the card base. So just put those aside. I can add this real red to the top. Just burnish this first so it stays down. It seems to be wanting to pop up a bit. So we can then add that layer onto there, and I'm going to use the multi-purpose glue. I was going to do something and I forgot to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold my horses there for a second. I'm going to add a piece of this black cord. Now it comes from the Pampered Pets set. It came in red, and this is the black version to go with it. And I'm going to try and wrap my black around it once, twice. I'm going to strip it off. There. That to there, and I will press that down so I don't get too sticky. And then I can bring my thread underneath, like so, and just have a knot. That's that version there. I saved the day on that bit. I got away with it. Perfect. Right, so that's stuck down now. Let me see, slightly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this one flat there, and then I'm going to have my sentiment raised here. wonder if I can move my knot just a little bit across. Got away with that. And then I can put my sentiment just unknot that quickly. If not, it's not too disastrous. Let's see if I can bring this down here a bit more. That's it. And put the knot there. And now my sentiment can sit over the words, over the ribbon like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is stick this down. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Top off. And just run the glue down both four sides. I'm going to make sure that it is roughly equals on all three sides. So, okay. And then I'm going to put dimensionals on my sentiment at the top and at the bottom. Let's take a couple of those. I'm going to put one as close to the top as I possibly can here and here, and then do the same. This one's just going to sit in the middle, and then hopefully the ribbon will run through here. That is in place. That's a little bit too long for my liking, so I'm just going to trim that down. Perfect. Right, so there you are, ladies. I'm happy with that. There is one of the cards that you could create from the digital download. So that's our pie. So I do fancy apple pie, having seen that now. Then we've got the group with the nice picture frame. We've got the anniversary card, which I've put a background here, an embossed background. We've got our fern with our embossed bricks and our two simply coloured and placed cards. So thank you ever so much for joining me this morning. It was lovely to have you all here. I hope you liked those cards. Please do have a go at the download. It would be lovely to see what anybody's done. I am back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. So if you're free, I would love you to join me. If not, whatever you do, stay safe and enjoy crafting. Take care, everybody, and lots of love. Bye.